I'm dripping junket. How you all doing? Ralfy here. Ralphy's Reviews, Teamknucklehead. Another review up. We're going to look at the Switch V2 styled mod and RDA combination. Come as a kit, much like the Authentics. I'm pretty sure the Authentics are still available, although sales I don't think they ever really took off. In my humble opinion, if you look down in my feed channel, look down the rest of my videos, you'll see I got one of the Authentics as soon as they came out, and I love it to bits. There's a couple of things I don't love about it, which these clones have got covered. So I'm a bit beholden to say that the clone's an improvement over the original. It's got a couple of little differences that improve it as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that covers it, don't it? We'll have a look in the close-up. I'll show you that the biggest bugbear is the button. The spring you get on the standard one is tough as fuck. Now, I've got old hands because I'm old, although I'm quite a strong little bastard. And the standard one, especially in the cold weather, really gives me some jip. You know, I broke this hand a few years ago, hitting something that I shouldn't have done. I know that surprises you. Pressing the button, like, oh, not good. So what you'll see in my older videos is I use the standard Switch mods RDA on a limitless, because I can adjust the button right for these old crabby old hands. Yeah. Well, the clone has got magnets in it, and it's a really light action. So, boosh, one thing gone, one problem gone. The other slight bugbear, although it's not, it doesn't take away from the device. I love the RDA to bits, but for 24mm, it's got a real tiny deck, like your battle deck, like your captain deck, and it could be made more optimal by having thinner walls on the cap and a bigger deck, and that's exactly what these are done. Look, I've got 4 wraps of 20 gauge flat wires in there, running about 0.07 James Bond. There's loads of room. Loads of room. They're chunky coils, plenty of wick, plenty of juice. Nothing major, nothing that takes away from the original, but the lighter switch and the slightly bigger deck really does it for me. Let me have a quick vape. And it's still really nice. Yeah, it's a good bit of kit. It does it. We've got them in black and brass. Another point worth mentioning is that the coloured Authentics, as far as I recall, if I recall correctly, were all alloy. They were anodised alloy, I'm guessing. I've only got the brass copper one, which hits like a fucking train actually, although it hurts my hand. These are brass. This is brass. Yeah, you can see it's brass there. There's brass there. It's got copper contacts. It's better, in my humble opinion, because I like the weight, and alloy can be less of a conductor at times, so it probably is harder than the authentic alloy, although don't take my word for it because I don't own one. Yeah, so it's brass, got a slightly bigger deck, same funky button, but it's lighter to use. What's not to like? What's not to like? Dog shit cheap. Chucks it. You know, it delivers the goods. Anyway, we'll go in, as always, close and personal. I'll show you how they come, what you get, what they look like when they're in bits, etc, etc. See you in a minute. Okie dokie. Here's the old box, American flag, Switch Mods Brass V2. And inside we have got a Switch Mods Brass V2 style device. O-ring and screws. Screwdriver, and the main event. Yeah, get these out of the way. Alright, let's have this apart. So we've got nice tube mod, a nice RDA with a one-piece cap, the fixed arrows, logo on, lovely deck, Have that off there. Lovely brass deck with the copper positive, copper positive. Fuck about. It is warm. Copper positive there, yeah, and silver plated screw that sticks out more than enough to run on any hybrid. Super smooth 510 threads, and that single O-ring securing the top cap. Look how deep that juice well is. You know you can get a big fat build in there. Let's just look at the post holes. If I can open that out for you. Look. Big 2mm, 2.5mm post holes, yeah. Proper positive screws. Not quite as chunky as the authentic on the screws, but they're there, you know, they're good. And this fits. Nice. Look, squash that up. That is nice. The mod itself is, as always, a tube, you know. We've got the vent holes for catastrophic failure and to let a bit of heat out. Again, super smooth 510. And then switch assembly that unscrews. Eventually. Take your battery. Delrin adjuster. It's not left hand thread, so you wind it out to bring it out, to take your battery rattle out. And solid copper button with the logo on. Now the authentic's got a little dimple machined into the middle of that button to stop the arcing on the battery. It just arcs around the outside of the hole. These haven't got that, but it's fine. And inside there, unlike the originals, you've got magnets. This is where it all flies everywhere. You got, get out of it, magnet in there, magnets on there. I don't know why there's two thin ones and not one thick one, but they're probably used for something else. Lovely little shoulder that sits against and clicks every now and again when I use mine, but it's fine. You know, part of being new, I guess. So that's all good, and much lighter in action than the standard one's spring. Yeah. Push the button, that goes up, touches your battery, boosh. The threads on this are great. The threads on the original are a bit coarser than this, and I've seen some with quite gnarly threads. This is spot on. Everyone I've looked at has been spot on. Finish is beaut. I love these little recess bits, little detailing. Got a very light clear coat that's going to polish straight off with a good polish, or use paint stripper, or use really fine wet and dry paper, like 1200 through to 1500. Should you want to polish it up, I quite like it because it's got a bit of grip to it, so it's not so slippy when you use it. And the dripper goes on great. Because there's no logo on the body of the mod, you can point this wherever you want. You know, you've not got to worry about lining it up, is what I'm trying to say. Obviously your airflow holes have got to line up with your coils, duh. And you've got a super big thick, what, 10mm? Maybe 11mm? Chuff cap style 510 there, fixed into the cap. All in all, it's a winner, chicken fucking dinner. Lovely bits of kit, yeah? Dead simple, dead effective, beautifully made. Let's go back up top, talk a bit more. I can feel a bit of a rant coming on, but don't worry yourselves. No need to lock anyone away. It's all good. And I'll see you in a minute. Bye bye. So there you have it. Great, isn't they? They're really simple. There's nothing major. You could switch, no pun intended. You could switch out the magnets for a spring. If you prefer springs, if you work in the fabrication industry or something where you get a load of shit in there because they're magnetic, or maybe you don't like magnets, you know, you can always adapt and change and overcome and little tweaks to make your kit suit you better. But for me, it's bob on. It is bob on. Another thing worth mentioning is that the way that this button sits in its housing, sometimes when you fire it off and there, listen. Burnt my finger. Not the best thing to do, Ralfy. Sometimes you get that little click as it sits back in its little recessed thing there. I dare say with use that will diminish. If that sort of thing bothers you, then you need to get a life. No, it's fine, honestly. It just does that. It's not doing it now. It just catches on the lip of the button housing. If I could recall correctly, my Authentic did. Or it stuck a little bit when you first pushed it and then it cleared. Can't remember. But I remember thinking this button's heavy and it makes a funny noise. And this button's light and it makes a funny noise. So, you know, nothing wrong there. Overall, it's great. It really is a great bit of kit. I've got the brass one and the black one, and I use them both quite a lot. You're really well made, really well finished, really well everything. It's just bob on, you know. I don't want to get into the clone versus authentic and all the rest of it, but I'll voice an opinion. It's not a discussion. Please don't fucking barrage me with comments. It's not something I'll get into. And if you piss me off in your comment, I'll just block you from my feed, because you know, life's too short for fucking drama. Right? But that said, what you need to understand, as far as I see it, is if something's being cloned, it's because it's sold really well. It's popular. If it's popular, the original producers made the money. Yeah? Not everybody's got 400 quid, but a lot of people have got 40 quid. You know, 40 quid to me is like, it's a purchase. It's not something you blow your nose on and write a phone number down on and wipe your arse with. 400 quid is almost a fucking car, honestly. So, as long as you're vaping and not smoking, I don't give a shit. Don't care where you buy it from or what you use, as long as you're not hurting anyone in the process. And certainly buying clones doesn't hurt anyone as far as I see it. Just my opinion. Also, when it comes down to quality issues, you need to understand that China leads the fucking world in engineering and manufacture, and it's not all because it's dog shit cheap, because some of it's fucking not. You know, look at the vehicles they produce and shit. Yeah, they're cheaper than some, but they're not fucking pence. They do it because they fucking do it. They work hard for fuck all. And if someone in the UK or someone in Germany or someone in America can produce anything that's engineered to a really high standard, why can't the fucking Chinese? Well, they can. You know, there's no different. They're not stupid people. They're a very intelligent race, without sounding racist. They're human beings like all the rest of us. So they can produce quality items at low cost because their overheads are fuck all. You know, I won't quote the Dead Kennedys song, but it's not so long back. They work hard for a bowl of rice a fucking day. Yeah? That's me bit done. I'm not going to go into it, I'm not going to mention it again. And it's got absolutely nothing to do with this device, but I thought I'd chuck it in there. You know, come and join us. Come and join our Facebook group. Go clone or go home. We're not elitist. Bring your authentics. We love a share. You know, get your pictures up. Join in. Give advice. Ask advice. Join the community. It's great. That's me. That's me off my soapbox, and that's me done. This is a great device. If you're thinking of buying one and you can't afford the authentic or whatever, you can't go far wrong. Pretty bob on. Have a quick vape. It does it for me. It does it for me, and that's good enough. And it does it for others that I know of that have got them. They're really popular. So there you have it, mate, and Mrs. and everyone else. It's hot, what can I say? I've had enough. I'm going in. I'm going indoors now, where it's cooler, so I can sit there in my pants and watch bollocks on the telly on this Sunday. Thanks all for watching, yeah? I'll see you all again soon. Hopefully the weather will cool off a little bit. I'll get more time, and I'll get a chance to do more of this for longer and more often. I'm sure that's not the first time that's been said. Now remember, people, smoking kills, vaping saves lives. Which do you choose? I'll see you all again soon. Big love to you and yours, yeah? Thanks for watching.